Well, we've had a change of plans for this morning. We're not glassing a new area. We are glassing an old area. This morning is all about confirmation. So I've got not one, but two family members on my wife's side that have limited entry tags. Between the two of them, I'm gonna guess they have probably 20 years invested in these tags combined. So I've been passing along whatever information I've been able to find their way. So yesterday, while I was glassing the one bowl, they were glassing the same ridge I was glassing the family group, the cattle calving area. But they went further up the ridge than I was, about 1,000 yards up the ridge. And they glassed a bunch of bulls up there. I knew that bachelor group had to be close. I just didn't take enough time to look for them. I feel a little stupid. So we're hiking up the ridge. When we get up the top, we're turning off our headlamp. Use the moon so we don't skyline ourselves. I'm not even going to bother to digiscope the cows if they're there still. I'm just going to see if they're there. Instant I see that they're there or not, I'm going to bounce up the ridge and see about that bachelor group. And that will be our morning. That was the sound of $100. That sight never gets old. It's a little early to tell, but from what I can glass, looks like cattle moved in where the elk were. Just my luck, man. I haven't confirmed that, but it's looking like it. God, I hope not. Alright. I think there's cattle right where the elk were watering. And there's cattle up the valley too. I think my biggest mistake is not checking to see what the grazing allotment is for this area. Now I know elk will live adjacent to cattle. Whereas with sheep, they're not even going to live adjacent to cattle. They're going to be the next valley over. With elk, they'll live adjacent, but I'm not sure if they'll live with cattle. So at this point, I think I'm just going to bounce over to my cousin's glass and point, because I'm wasting prime glassing hours now. So I better get moving. My plan is out. Let's check on theirs. I saw like 5 elk, and then I set up my tripod. Now I can't find any of them but one, and that was a cow. So I don't think I'm gonna get any film footage of these guys today. I gotta find them fast. I swear to God, I was just looking at 5 elk and they disappeared on me. But they are adjacent to the cattle. Where in the hell did they go? There they are. Okay. Where did you go? Ah, there they are. Who's your daddy and what does he do? For whatever reason, I'm having a devil of a time getting the camera to focus. But yeah, there's a ton of bulls in here. I'm just gonna film what I can. I have noticed that sometimes between the digital zoom and the zoom on the spotter, when you edit the video, you're able to pick out the details better, which is weird. All right, let's see if we can find another one. Almost makes me wish for a 65 power spotter, but I ain't packing something that damn heavy. Three, 4 of them, I think. And right above them, cattle. So there's where the elk were watering earlier in the year. Good angle on it now. It's definitely water in there, but now full of cattle. about 7:26. I want to say about 7:20 they've pushed into the thick stuff. I see one right now, but the other 4 I do not. Only saw the group of 5. Maybe one more. It's not to say there's not more elk over here. I could have sworn I saw a cow. So there's one cow. There's got to be more. But these elk are directly adjacent to the cattle. I mean, right next door. So I kind of wonder if the cattle could stray over more and push them out. But I've been scanning all around. I don't see any more than that one group of 5. I gotta be honest, I'm glad I'm not the one with the limited entry tag right now. As for myself, this is gonna be the first year in 6 years where I haven't had a solid game plan for opening morning, so it's gonna be a long season. A long season. I think I'm just going to spend my opening weekend probably helping out my cousins, because they're the ones with limited entry tags, but all my stuff is in storage. All my spike camping equipment, all my radios are all in storage. So that adds a degree of difficulty. And this is the end of summer scouting. Did I mention it's going to be a long season? Anyway, you have a good one. And next time you'll see me, I'll be posting my opening weekend video. For whatever that's going to be worth. Oh.